I'm so sorry. I'm so late.
Why?
There were so many people. I'm so sorry.
Get on your knees.
Please don't hit me. You're a psycho, okay?
Meet Ebraheem Al Samadi, main cast member of the hit Netflix series Dubai Bling, and a serial entrepreneur known for building bold lifestyle brands. Stay tuned in as Zenofar expertly peels back every layer to reveal why he's often controversial, constantly misunderstood, but impossible to ignore.
When DJ Bliss hit me with a plate, I had to go to the hospital to get stitches. I almost lost my eye. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
He's gonna watch this.
Nothing really intimidates me. I fear God. I don't fear people. I'm very much outspoken. Whatever I'm going to say to you on social media, I'm going to say it to you in your face. I want to see your face when I tell you what I think of you.
What do you think of me? How many comments did you get when you were on Dubai Bling?
Like,
What kind of comments?
it started off really bad.
Why is that?
I think
Did DJ Bliss leave Dubai Bling because of you? You are a very good businessman.
my father, he told me that if I failed, don't come back to me.
In my generation, where the parents say, don't do this, and we listen to them, and then later on we realize what we did was wrong.
You cannot sit there and wait for Prince Charming to come and save you. I'm a businessman. I'm not a charity organization.
You need to help yourself.
Sometimes in business, you got to take a risk.
So how do you avoid the risk?
First,
So how many comments did you get when you were on Dubai Bling?
but a lot. Like, you
What
know,
kind of comments?
honestly, like, it started off like really bad in the first like 4 years ago.
Why is that?
I think people misunderstood me, and they didn't know that I just speak my mind and I have no filter and I don't calculate my words. I'm very authentic. In Dubai Bling, I was put in some situations that I wouldn't normally be put in, right? So I just made
And
sure
when
that
you were in that situation, were you comfortable?
I was comfortable because nothing really intimidates me. I don't care about anything. I fear God. I don't fear people. Doesn't matter. Like, even if I had to like get arrested or I have to get kicked out or whatever, I don't care. Like, I know myself. I know that I'm not an evil person. I know that I have my intentions in the right place. I know that I'm doing everything for my family. So I have tawakkul. So I don't care. Like, tawakkul means that I'm protected by God. I'm walking with utmost dignity and pride. But the thing is that people, they didn't understand that this is who I am. But throughout time, they start to realize. So the comments went from like really bad to like better and better and better. And there's sometimes where I can have 100 comments and it's all positive. So the negative situations that I've been put into are like, for example, I have to confront a certain cast member regarding a situation that I was put into, but it wasn't a situation that I would normally be in. What reaction I'm gonna give is not a reaction that I would normally take. A normal reaction of me that will come out to me on a daily basis, it will be very passive. I'll sell my problems. So for example, if let's say a certain cast member came to me to confront me, I'll be like, okay, but because I'm on a show, obviously I need to give them something, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna give them another version of me. It's me. It's not someone else. I'm not selling my character for cheap. No. So I have a jar at home. It's give a damn jar. Okay. This give a damn jar is this little give a damn word. And this is the jar that I have to use for the rest of my life. So I'm giving my give a damns to the older I am, because I know that the older I am, the more less energy I'm going to have. So each situation I have to understand, am I going to give a damn? I'm not going to give a damn. So I have to choose my battles wisely. So not every single situation I'm going to give a damn, because I need to save these give a damns. Because we cannot fight every battle, or else we're going to drain our energy.
Very true, because you need to speak only where you have to talk.
Exactly. So what I do daily on Ebraheem's real life, and I'm not saying Dubai Bling is not my real life. It is my real life. But the difference is camera, no camera. So when there's no camera, why I'm going to give a damn? So someone comes to me and says to me, I don't like that you wear skinny jeans.
Okay.
So I'm
Has
like,
anybody said that?
many times.
Oh, really? Wow.
So I'm like, okay,
That's-
then.
okay.
next.
I mean,
But if
That's-
someone on Dubai Bling says, okay, I'll tell them my answer will be, okay, when I'm eating from your father's fridge, then you can say what I wear or what I don't wear. But I'm not eating from your father's fridge. So flip your face and go. That's an answer. But in reality, I'm like, okay, that's all you have to say? Okay, bye. It's ignored because see, in Dubai Bling, if I'm going to give the answer, they're going to give an answer back. So I'm going to have an opportunity to argue, and that's what the audience wants.
right. Okay.
Right? But in reality, I'm not going to give a damn because there's no camera. So even sometimes it's so crazy because we're so used to filming.
So
right?
you prefer to save your energy, the real Ebraheem.
So sometimes it happens many times. I'll be in the US, I'll be like in line. Someone someone cuts me off, someone does something, and I'm just like, where's the camera? The answer is gonna come out, and I don't want to give them my energy unless it's gonna be documented. So my blood pressure goes up. The Ebraheem from deep inside that I've buried comes out. So I'm like, I need a camera. Someone record this because someone's gonna get hit now.
I'm gonna give you a situation, okay, where you're a psycho, okay, and you just saw your wife just entering, like you told her to go to a grocery and get like about few items, and then she comes back late, and you have that's 5 minutes or 2 minutes for her to come, but she delayed, and you're gonna ask her, like, why are you delayed?
Oh, you want me to, as if you're my wife and you're late?
I'm your wife. I've been so many people's wives now.
Okay, so
on podcast.
Okay, so basically, as soon as she walks in,
yeah.
Okay.
So okay, fine.
The lights are gonna be all off. It's gonna be dark.
Okay.
Okay. She's just gonna open a door and she's gonna find me standing right at there,
it's
staring.
Like, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
just like this.
Yeah.
And she's gonna say, "What's wrong?" And I'm still gonna be.
Okay, I'm late. I'm so sorry. I'm so late.
Why?
There was such a big queue and I had to. There were so many people. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'll be all right next time. I'll come on the right time. I'm really sorry. What's wrong?
Get on your knees.
Please, I'm so sorry.
Get on your knees.
I'm sorry. Please. Please don't hit me. That was bad. I got so scared. It was really lovely. Yeah. But yeah, on camera psycho, you're really good.
So I got this idea yesterday. Okay. So this idea was literally happened right on the spot. Okay. So I was with Abdu in Slay with Dipti. And I told Abdu, I said, what's be so funny if we make a movie, okay, me and Abdu, that basically me and him are both scam artists. Okay. And basically I'm like a Tendler swindler, like a male gigolo, like a retired male escort. Okay. That failed at being an escort and then had nothing else what to do as your so he needs to make money, right?
Okay.
So I'll be at a park and Abdul be sitting next to me, just dangling his legs, on the bench because he can't reach because he's short. And I will be on there and I will be swiping on Tinder, okay, to try to find my next victim. And my target is old rich ladies. Okay. So when I find one and I put in my bio that I'm a single father, once I get her, I tell Abdul, listen, you need to pretend that you be 9 years old, but he's actually 23. Okay. So I have to register him to school. He has to go to school. He has to deal with all the kids and he doesn't like it. Okay. So the idea is that we catch her. I try to transfer as much things of her property. I try to steal or whatever. Or I actually try to to kill her. But every time I try to kill her, it doesn't work. I try to poison her and she ends up not drinking the water.
So she gets saved.
She's getting saved left and right. Okay. And the actual one that's getting frustrated is Abdul.
Okay.
Because he needs the money.
All right.
So he's like, when are you going to kill this? And I'm like, just wait. So he's like, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. So every time he holds a knife and when we're about to eat as a family, he holds the knife to me. He's like, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, no, not now. Just chill, I'm also falling in love with her in a way where.
Oh, wow. That's so touchy.
Yeah. Because she starts to open up to me and tell me I was scammed by other people. And I start to realize I can't do this to her. And my better conscience is actually fighting me. But I had a little son that is trying to actually kill her, because he needs the money. He's greedy. He doesn't have a heart. He's ruthless. He doesn't care. He has no emotions. But yeah, I'm trying to be a better person. So I was telling the story to and everyone's interested in that'd be so funny because we're both you have the aspect of
but it's so beautiful. I mean,
there is a horror aspect of us trying to kill her.
And there's a funny aspect.
There's a funny
too.
aspect that he's like a mini psycho and he's actually going to school and pretending to be. And he tells me what the hell are you doing? We argue all the time between us. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, you're just over there trying to become romantic with her. And I have to go to school with these little kids and they stink in school. And
No, but I think this is this is some concept which I think I have not heard from anyone. And it is really nice. And if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, it's beautifully done because you have an horror.
You be the director, okay? And I would like I'll give you my pointers. Then you see it from the aspect of an
I think
actual
you and Abdu will be an amazing,
duo.
yeah.
You know, you don't understand. Like, I know Abdu now for 3 years.
Wow.
All
okay.
I get is messages left and right. It's like, we'll pay for you guys to make more content together.
Yeah.
We'll pay.
Yeah.
There was a guy in Abu Dhabi
Okay.
who texted my manager and said that we will spot, because me and Abdu went to South Africa together.
Mhm.
And it was like, it was like about a week we were there. And every day we would, film the breakfast and stuff like that. So people like got used to it. They're like, we wake up looking for your stories, and I think a lot of people in social media are very fake. And people want this authenticity and they want this bond that they never seen before. It's very like strange. Here you have a businessman with a 23-year-old small person.
Right. I just saw this Abdu in the pram, and you're just pushing him in one of the
videos.
Yeah, that was really very fun.
And then he came here also to Melee. He said, I want to do content because he also likes to support me. He's so sweet. He's such a good person. So he was like, he's giving me a story. He's like, we're going to do this and this and that. And I'm like, Abdu, it's boring. That video will never work. I said, then what will work? I said, me kicking you. And he's like, what? Why? And his manager was laughing. He's like, yeah, kick him again. So I had to kick him 3 times for the video, right? And the funny part is the third time, the actual time that it actually worked. So basically the video was that we're 3 customers in Melee. I'm a customer, he's a customer, and then there's a lady. So I'm looking at the lady and I'm like flirting with her, and she's not interested in me. She's interested in him. So he goes and he sits next to her. So they're over there like on a little cute date. And as they're leaving, I get angry and I kick him. So when I kicked him, he actually fell on her, which was funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
So the video got like almost 3 million views.
Yeah. No, this is a beautiful concept because it's really nice. I haven't seen so far this kind of Tinder thing and people.
I was actually shocked that in Singapore, there's this thing that women go to. They go to like a bar, but they have private rooms, and then there's men on a stage, like comfort men. They're not prostitutes. They don't sleep with them. They're comfort, and they're like all models. So they will bid on them. Then they will come to the room and sit there and comfort them. And these are old rich ladies.
Okay, they get
business ladies
comforted.
who get comfort. And
Okay.
I was put in that situation because one of my friends wanted to show me what it was, and I was seeing a multi-millionaire sitting there with a man that's like half her age, that's just telling her words of comfort and like touching her leg. And I was like, she's paying all this money just for that? Like, she's gonna go home and cry by herself. Like, what's happening next? I was like, what is this? But there is a lot. There's a lot of women who've inherited money from there, and they hard for them to find, a right partner. And some of them,
this is a situation which happens because those ladies who have only money but they don't have love, they do this.
yeah, and it
they
gets worse because they never find what they want, and they have very high expectations. So they don't want a man just like them. They want something better. It's the same version of what the rich men also. But the difference is that the rich man can maintain a wife because he can pay for her to stay home and to buy for whatever and deal with him doing his own thing, because this happens regularly.
But the twist in this thing, the funny twist what you have is Abdu being your son.
Yes.
Is something.
And hiding that he's a kid.
Yeah, hiding he's
Yes.
a kid. That's
Yes.
something really that is a very funny aspect and a little different. So I
Yes.
think you should execute this. It's
And
beautiful.
his expressions
I'm gonna be really funny.
his expressions of him actually knowing a situation and pretending that he doesn't know is really hilarious.
So you suggested a lot of ideas. So did Dubai Bling implement all those ideas in that or anything?
I mean, some yes, some were like full ideas, but some were like very small ones. Like, I give you a situation when DJ Bliss hit me with a plate, okay, and this was like quite a very heavy scene because I pictured that person as my brother. But anyways, I was hit with a plate. I had to go to the hospital to get stitches, and I almost lost my eye. So when I went on set, so I had another scene afterwards after that, and I remember it was like 12 o'clock, and my scene next, like I don't know, like at 1, and they told me no, just relax. And I was like, no, I don't wanna. I want this scene. Like, I'm not gonna let his jealousy ruin who I am, because a lot of times a lot of cast members get jealous when you get camera time, because
That's
everyone's
right.
fighting for the camera. I go on scene. So the scene was that we're all sitting on a big table, all the cast, because it was like the farewell for the getaway that we were having in Ajman. So we were there, and everyone arrives before me. I was like the showstopper in a way because I'm coming from the hospital. They don't know what happened. I had to confront them. As I was walking on set, the producer tells me, because I had these glasses.
Okay.
It's
So you
exactly
had
these
the glasses
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So I was walking on set, and I was like, because I was actually trying to hide the thing. So I was walking on set like this, right? I was ready to go, and so I was walking on set, and the producer from far away, he doesn't know why I was saying no, because when they told me, Ibrahim, why are you late? What happened? I wanted to
Sure.
un-
Unveil your.
I wanted to
Okay.
because in my mind, I was like, listen, I got hit with a plate. I need to play it. It needs to be extra dramatic. And in my brain, I was thinking, like, this is a really bad rep. Like an abused housewife. She has like always a patch dye, like it's always black and stuff. So I want to play that role, like of an abused housewife, to get the sympathy of the audience. So I made sure, like, when I was bringing that, and as I did that, right, I looked at this, and then I looked at the producer, and he's like, that's what he wanted to do. He kept the glasses just so he can have that feeling. He said to me, "You had to have your unveiling." I said,
So did DJ Bliss leave Dubai Bling because of you?
I'd like to believe, like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Okay.
Or if you can't stand the heat, get kicked out of the kitchen.
He's
A little
gonna
bit of both.
he's gonna watch this.
What did I say?
I don't care.
What did I say?
Ignore.
I gave you a metaphor.
Yeah, you
You
did.
can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Or if you can't stand the heat, get kicked out of the kitchen. It could be a mix of both. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree to you
Yeah.
on that.
And not everything's made for everyone. Some people are made for reality. Some people are made for DJ. Some people are made for, you know, uh, flight attendant. I don't know, but not everything is made for everyone. And you should understand that, and don't try to force something.
So how is your relationship with DJ Bliss right now?
I prefer not to speak to him.
You prefer not to speak to
Yeah.
him. Okay.
It's just something, a door that has noise. Why keep it open? Just shut it and focus on people that bring value to your life, not that. If you don't, if the person is not bringing value to your life, then why are they there? So I want people to add value to my life, someone that can encourage me, someone that can support me, someone that I can support, and it's mutual. You give, it's give and take. I give, you give. But if you're giving and I'm not taking, then what is this?
But
Not
you
fair.
have a business relationship with his wife, right?
We have a business together. The business is operational. My team is in between. They deal with it. I don't have to deal with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's operational.
Yeah, and I realized, for me, like, the business could have expanded much more, but I just kept it open because I enjoy having a successful business. But it doesn't mean that I have to expand that business.
But I've been speaking to you for quite some time right now. But when this topic came, I could still feel that you have a bit of feelings on that side.
Of course, when
You
someone,
are a bit
when
upset about it. Why did this happen?
it's one thing being someone's friend, and it's another thing being family. When you gave everything to someone and they did not appreciate it, of course, it's the loss of time for me, the loss of effort. It's not good. But this is what life teaches you. Life teaches you lessons all the time. And it just goes to show you that I should have just spent more time with my family rather than trying to find a family outside of my family.
All right. So how is your business now? I mean, in this current
So
situation.
it's actually the only thing that actually saved us, because businesses are down about 50%.
Okay.
But because of this, that one's actually increased by 50%.
How's that?
I don't know. Like, someone said, it's maybe like, a miracle from God. Like, we don't know. Like, it maybe because it's growing more because people getting to know it, because now we're entering into our 6th month. We started back in November. So it's possibly that it could be like maybe getting hotter, maybe because people know it better. People compare it to the other brands that are competing, but now it's going worldwide. We sold the franchises exclusively for Oman. Currently in discussion with 2 different candidates in India. We have candidate also in New York, New Jersey, Los Angeles, Morocco. So it's hopefully next year is the year of Mele.
Which means that you are a very good businessman. So I would want some advice from you for the people who are actually struggling right now and they really want to stay consistent. What would you say?
I get this a lot. Like, I get all these messages, and it's heartbreaking. It's actually demotivating for me to read messages of, I'm going through this and this and that. And a lot of the times, people start struggling at the age of the midlife crisis, and this is usually the age that they they feel like they failed at life. Most likely during this time, one of their parents might be either ill or passed away, which is very difficult for a lot of people. And I understand that, and I feel with them, right? But what people don't understand is you cannot sit there and wait for Prince Charming to
To
come
come
and
and
save
help
you.
you.
You cannot sit there and message people you don't know and expect for them to give you handout. I'm a businessman. I'm not a charity organization.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can help you as much as I can, but I cannot help everyone. I myself will collapse, you know? And I prefer, actually, honestly, I feel I should help the people who are closest to me, you know? My family members, my
But even in
my
Islam,
very close friends.
it's
You
said
should,
that.
exactly.
If you want to give charity, you see in your family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As
True.
closest to you. And this is usually what I do.
I mean, you need to help yourself.
You're the only one that can save yourself. And don't, like, the thing is, people always say, oh, well, if I do this, then the worst case thing, I'll go back to my parents. So my father, he told me that if I failed, don't come back to me. Like, basically, I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing knowing that I can make sure that I make the right decision because I have no backup. And it's a bad thing I have no backup. So, you know, but I said, you know, it makes me resilient. It makes me who I am. I love my parents. I always push for respect for parents. I'm a huge, you know, this is one of my biggest messages. If you realize in Dubai Bling, I always tried my best to show my mom as much as I can in the best possible way. That does not mean respecting your parents, does not mean having to listen to them to do every single thing. People look at me, they're like, oh, you're a mama's boy. No, I respect my mom. I love my mom, but she has no say-so in what my business is or who I decide to love or anything. She might give her opinion. She might go, listen, Brahim, I don't like this person. I said, okay, mom, thank you. I appreciate your opinion. I love you. But I have to make the decision for myself.
In my generation, where their parents say, don't do this, and we listen to them, and then later on we realize what we did was wrong.
I always say that your parents are the only people who want you to become better than them. So their advice is a lot of the time correct. But a lot of the time also, their advice pertains to their own well-being and their own future protection.
That's right. The protection is what they tell us,
yes,
right?
You're going to be shocked about this. So one of my ex-wives, I'm not going to say which one.
One of your exes. So how many do you have?
Three.
Ooh la la.
Three. Someone added a fourth. Someone added a fourth one that we're officially, you know.
All ex.
All ex. So I'm 17. What people don't understand is that I'm a person, I don't date. I marry. Okay? So those people who want to go and say, oh, you married 3 times, whatever. Well, you've dated 3-4 times and you know what? I'm not. Okay, thank you. Okay?
Yeah.
So don't compare yourself to me because you will lose.
Okay.
So the thing is that one of my ex-wives, her mother wanted her daughter to always be single. So that way, when she gets older, she has someone to take care of her. Imagine a mother that wants their daughter to be single just so that way she takes care of her when she gets older. So she wants her daughter to sacrifice her own well-being.
But everyone says you're mama's boy.
They say I'm mama's boy because I take care of my mom, but they probably don't. So I've raised the bar of what a son should be. And I think I can be even a lot better than what I actually am.
The reason for me to ask you is because my son is also mama's boy.
People don't understand there's a difference between mama's boy and respecting your mom. The mama's boy is a boy. Well, the stereotype of mama's boy came from the US. It's a Western ideology because they don't know how to respect their parents. They say that a mama's boy is a boy who always listens to his mom, as most likely living with his mom.
So guys, this is the definition of mama's boy.
And the hate that you see online is usually coming from a person who has mother-in-law issues. And there's a lot of them. So a lot of the frustration when someone said, oh, he's a mama's boy, comes from a lady that has issues at home with her own mother-in-law. So she portrays her frustration, her hate on me. So it's not my fault. I respect my mom. I cherish my mom. I love my mom. But at the end of the day, I'm the man of the house.
That's true.
I decide what happens.
That's very different. I mean, you love your mother.
My mom relies on me to lead her.
That's the way it goes.
My mom calls me for a situation. If she gets in a car accident, she calls me.
Like the
what
other
do I do in this situation? I tell her. Then she has the commander in chief unleashing the army that will come to protect her.
I still remember this because I think this happened like 4 or 5 days before. There was a big butterfly. It was not I thought it was a honeybee. So it was a big butterfly in my room and I had to rely on my son to help me out. So that's what is mama's
That's
voice.
what sons are for.
Absolutely.
God made sons to protect their mothers, their sisters, their aunties, their grandmothers, all the women in their family.
But it's so sad that people have this kind of,
Because they're pathetic in reality. So they try to become strong online. Because in reality, these are the people who don't talk. These are the people who are very quiet. They're much introverts. They don't share their opinion. They don't know. They don't have the backbone to say it to you in reality. They have to do it online. So I was actually shocked. I recently have a friend well, not a friend, someone that I recently met. Okay. He's probably watching. He's going to laugh. This topic came up. I don't know how it came up. I asked my two friends, two people. One is a friend, one is someone that I just recently met. And I asked them, do any of you have fake accounts? And they all laughed. They both laughed and said, yeah, I have 4. Then one said, I have 5. And I was like, I don't have anyone. I never had a fake account.
So you don't have a fake account?
No, I have company accounts that I go into and I spy from there, but I don't use it for commentary.
Okay.
Because I'm very much outspoken. Whatever I'm going to say to you on social media, I'm going to say it to you in your face.
Yeah.
Because actually, I would prefer to say it in your face because I want to see your reaction when I say it. Because I didn't come up with it like easily. I want to see your face when I tell you what I think of you.
Okay, what do you think of me?
I love you.
I love you too.
You know, so I'm not going to go online and do it. And they told me, one of the guys told me, he said, listen, I have a fake account that's a girl and it actually has pictures and it has identity and there's updates and everything. I said, okay, what do you do with that account? He was like, I spoke to one of my friends for 2 years.
Wow.
Okay, catfishing him, flirting with him. And that person that he's speaking to literally wants to marry the person. I said, when are you going to tell him? He's like, when he comes back home, because he was abroad. When he comes back home, I'm going to tell him that I catfished him for 2 years.
That's heartbreaking.
I was like, why would you do that? He literally, like, because he's his friend, he made him fall in love with that person. And I was like, I was so angry. He's like, no, trust me, he deserves it. He told me he's talking to 5 different girls at once.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to teach him a lesson that that's not what you do to girls. So when he's going to come find out, he's going to have now only 4.
I'm sure he's watching you now. He will watch you.
So funny. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, what energy do people have to actually do this? And he even sent voice notes. I'm like, how did you do a girl's voice?
AI.
He had AI change his voice into a girl's voice.
That's right. Yeah. That's
unbelievable.
Right.
So just be careful, guys out there.
Ebraheem, it was very lovely talking to you and your team and getting to know you more on this set. And you're an amazing man.
And thank you so much. And this wasn't a complete waste of time because out of this, we got an idea to create a movie together.
Absolutely. And we should
And the whole world can see how this idea came about.
And honestly, we should execute this.
We should, because if we execute it, it will be one of the first times in the history that a podcast led to an actual thing.
I mean,
instead of sitting there talking in a microphone without getting anything done or any achievements, we actually can put it to words. Say, you know what? This is where it started and this is where it led and this is where it's going to be.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.